morning, everybody. This is Sean with our DIY Homestead, and this morning is, well, today is January 6th of 2025, and Ron's gone back to work. I've got, the chores are going. I don't know if you have chores that you do every day, Mondays is bedroom and bath, Tuesdays living room, Anyways, I've got my chores updated, and I am finally back in my grow room, and I am ready to start some seeds, ready to be in the room that brings me the most joy for the most part. And I thought I'd bring you along because I want to really make sure you understand that if you have the love of gardening, but you just think you don't have the time or the place to do it, um, I want to kind of change your mind. I don't know how many of you are aware of this, but I am in a wheelchair. That's why a lot of my videos are inside. If Ron's not with me, is just because I can't get out there by myself. But my job is to start the seeds, have the healthy plants, and Ron's job is basically the hardest part of getting them in the ground and just keeping them going year round. Now, if you've caught up with our videos, you know that Ron's working on a project that is near and dear to my heart, and that is we have a hydroponic system inside, and we grow all of our lettuces on that. Now we're going to do a hydroponic system outside, and he's going to have that set up, and we are going to start some spring plants in it. And it's a new way of doing it for us, and I hope it kind of piques your curiosity to see if it would work for you. One of the main reasons we do it is because we live in North Texas, and water is a hard commodity to come by, especially during the end of gardening season. It frustrates me so much. Like, we're at the end. Yes, it's getting hot. We're doing everything we can to protect our plants, and then we get put on water restrictions, and we can't water the way we want to. Well, with hydroponics, that wouldn't be a problem because hydroponics, it's an enclosed water system. The water that's in the system stays in the system for the most part. But before we get there, we have to start the plants, or the seeds for the plants. And so that's what I'm going to be working on this morning. And I want to show you how low tech my starting seeds is. I like to sprout seeds before I even put them in the dirt for the most part. So I'm going to show you how simple that can be. So here is the beginning of my system. We have these containers. They were Swiffer mops, and I save them and wash them out. And I really like them because of the ridges in the bottom. That's nice for how I start the seeds, and I didn't spend any extra money for them. I bought the Swiffer mops anyway, and then I just kept them, washed them out, and I have them back here in the grow room. So it's that and paper towel. And you might see that I have some lines on it and words because I put them in the bottom of the container, and I'll put the seeds in their side. That one was broccoli. This one is cauliflower and zucchini. So I like to put the lines in there, and then I can put the seeds on their side of the line. One thing I'm going to do differently this year is plant fewer at more intervals, succession planting. And so this is a way for me just to know what seeds are what in my big system going here. So what I'm going to do is put a couple of seeds in here, and then I'm going to dampen the paper towel, and then I keep the lids, and then you just put the lids on here. But hold on, and I will get this going here. Okay, as you can see here, we're just dampening the paper towels, and this is how I put the seeds in, and it just helps the seeds to start sprouting. I just make sure the paper towel's moistened all the way. And that is when I drop the seeds in. And I will sprinkle some down below the ridge and up on top of the ridge, just helping them in the different amounts of moisture. And again, this is just a great way to sprout your seeds before you place them in the dirt to know which seed is viable and which seed isn't. Okay, so there you saw it. I put in the seeds, just a couple of seeds, because we're going to do a lot of succession planting this year. I know I can't plant year-round. Like right now, we're 20 degrees, and then in July and August we have 120. No, just kidding. But we do go into the hundreds a lot, and so I know I can't plant year-round, but I'm really hoping that with the different systems that we're putting in place, that we can plant more often, and just a longer duration of time to plant things. Right now I've got lettuce going through all seasons because it's inside on a hydroponic system. As you can hear in the background, the gurgling is the system going. But now here, I wanted to bring you along because this is the most exciting thing that's going to happen for a long time in my little grow room. Those of you who were here last year know how bright it can get, but all the lights get turned off. But we are about to turn on the first of our grow lights. So I'm going to turn you around so you can see. Are you ready? So I turned on the back ones. And here we go. Here is my section down here at the bottom. This is where I start all the seeds. Now you do see some heat mats down there. I will not even turn those on for these seeds because these are root, basically vegetables, brassicas, and they don't need the heat to get them sprouted. But the light helps it to happen quicker. Now, really, if you don't have a system, set them in front of your windows. The sunlight, yeah, you're not getting as much as you would in the spring, but it's still enough. Maybe you can turn a lamp on in the evenings right by them. So there's always a way to make it happen. Think outside the box. For those of you who are married to engineers, it's really hard for them to think outside the box. But just think outside the box. How can I make it happen? Now, so we've spent some money on getting grow lights and heat mats. But we try to grow most of our veggies from this little room. But anyways, I'm on a soapbox. I'm going to step off. I'm going to show you how I go over here. These are the boxes that we just talked about. And there's one under the grow light. And here's the other one under the grow light. So they have the clear lid on them. What that does, it creates condensation, which creates moisture. That's the benefit of having a plastic over the boxes that we're putting the seeds in. Now, if you don't have something like that, get an old container, butter container, sour cream container. Oops, you just saw Honey Bear. She's checking it out down there. That's Honey Bear. And put your seeds in it and put plastic wrap over it. That will help create the condensation as well. Now, I will come back and check on these in a week. Well, okay, I'll look every day, but I'm not expecting to see anything until the weekend. And then I'll just keep rotating seeds in and out because we have a lot more seeds over here. We just did the broccoli, the cauliflower, and the zucchini. I've got some cabbage, different cabbages down here that I'm going to start. I've got some herbs down here that I'll be starting. flowers. So we've got lots of plants to be planting, lots of seeds to be planting. And I just wanted to invite you to come along with me. Come along, go to the dollar store, see if they've got any seeds out yet. If not, M.I. Gardener is where I buy most of my seeds now. $2 for a package of seeds, and I spent under $20 just now with seeds, and I plan on having enough seeds to get me through my summer garden. So it doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be complicated. Gardening is accessible if you want it. And if you want it, you think outside the box on how to make it happen, or drop me a line. Ask me a question, or hey, better yet, if you can see where you can help me do it differently and get good results, let me know. So I really hope that you guys enjoy the gardening content. You know, if you're gardeners at heart, I know you're chomping at the bit to get going, and I love to exchange ideas. So here is to your garden 2025, and we will talk to you guys in a few days. Bye bye.